Well, speaking about Coventry memories, and we would be remiss not to bring this up. Could you tell us from your perspective what went down on the infamous night where the EPL fans went into full-on meltdown when allegedly you were spotted in the crowd launching a beer at a certain massive Canadian?
Well, I can confirm that did happen.
Right, I was stood right here.
Yeah, no, I look back at that and it's okay. It might be a bit funny now, but it was.
Oh, it was funny at the time too. It was really funny at the time, man.
But it is the most embarrassing point, really. If I'm being serious, the most embarrassing point of my ice hockey career, really, because we hadn't made Coventry that year, and as you know, when you don't make it and you go up, you just have a good time. And but obviously our battles with Sheffield throughout that year, I hated Payette. At the time, just didn't like him, didn't like their team. And then I don't know what so I go to the bar. Basically, this is what happens. I'm in the crowd with all the MK boys, and I'm like, boys, I'm going to the bar, get a drink. And I'm just walking down to the bar just as this period ends, and then Payette and Kieran Long have started something on the ice, and I like Kieran quite well. So a part of me just went onto my on ice mode where I look to protect my mates, and the door was open at the Coventry Blaze changing room end. Payette it's just happened all at the perfect time. Payette's taken over to that door. Now, I would like to clear up that it wasn't a pint. It was I had a bottle of beer with the dregs in it. But for some reason, I just lost it and just threw that part of the beer at him. And then I just remember thinking, well, actually, I got the security guard literally grabbed me right away and took me out. And I was just standing outside the Sky Dome thinking, what have I just done? But then I think I've got to get back into the rink. So I walk up to the other side, get back in, no problem at all, go up to the stand, sit with the boys. And they're like, where have you been? And I'm I'm just sitting down quietly. And I think I said to Carsey, I was just I think I've done something really stupid. And then they're like, what? And I was like, oh, I think I just sprayed my beer at Payette.
I think.
They're like, yeah. But then they're like, oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. So I'm in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. And then all of a sudden you just start it's almost like whispers just started coming over. And the MK fans.
Like a Mexican wave.
Exactly. And then the MK fans start looking at me and I'm saying to cars, oh my God, I've been busted here. And then a fan comes over and says, Grant, I think everyone's saying you've thrown a beer at Payette. Is it true? And I'm I just said, cars, I've got to get out here. And just ran out the Sky Dome. And then I've just gone back we were staying at one of the hotels, and I've literally just locked myself in the room. And you know when you just realize you've done something that's really stupid. So
just rocking in the corner of a shower.
Yeah, exactly. So I knew I'd done something stupid.
No.
I'm gonna have to explain myself, not only to the guys at Planet Ice and John Neville, everyone's sending me messages what have you done? But then obviously I knew at the end of the day, I've just thrown a beer at Payette. I'm going to play him next year. So everything was going through my head that night, and I ended up, John Neville saying you're not banned, but don't come into the ice rink today. And then rumors start. I think was Payette playing for? He was playing for Sheffield at the time, but they lost, and he wasn't playing the next day. And the guys were like, "Oh, Payette's going to come up and see you." I was like, "Fuck's sake!" So I just got myself home to Milton Keynes. But as I said, I was just the complete morbs, just feeling terrible the whole time. And so I just sent Payette a message on Facebook saying look, I am so sorry. That isn't me. That's not me as a person. I really don't know what came over me at that point. Just something red mist kind of thing. And he messaged back and said, look, we've all done stupid things, but you're going to have to answer the bell next year. And I was like, I've got the whole summer to let that just sit in my and so I was in the gym harder than ever.
Ivan Drago training.
Exactly. So but then as well, the first game we were playing Sheffield was in Milton Keynes. So I'm like,
You stepped up first game though, didn't you?
No. So well, I was prepared to. So I was like, I didn't wear like sweats. I had my I just had my shoulder pads on. I had Vaseline on my face. Like I was Kurt Irvine before that game because I was in the zone. And then Payette just like basically just ignores me and goes for Wiggy. And like Payette wanted it to happen in Sheffield. He made me wait another game. That game ended up being like we had like 7 fights anyway. I fought Elliot. Was his name Chris Elliott?
Yeah, Craig Elliott.
Craig
Elliott, sorry.
3 times. Dirty the fuck.
Yeah, fine. He's a little rat really, but again, I believe he's a nice guy off the ice. But so it was fight night, but like just Payette making me wait that little bit extra. And then I think we didn't play Sheffield that long after, but we just kind of. I remember the fight. I got on nice first time with him, and we didn't take the helmets off or anything, but he grabbed me in tight and he whispered in my ear and said, "It'll all be over after this." And that's like,
it's like a vet speaking to somebody just before they're putting the dog down.
Yeah, exactly. So to be fair, like I survived. Like it didn't really hurt me that badly, and like, but it was nice to get that one over with because it was just more like the worrying on your mind. It wasn't like
hanging over your head.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
anxiety, like the not being able to eat on the bus and all that
exactly.
stuff.
But I ended up fighting him quite a few times after that, and like twice in one game is like so. It was like we just had a bit of a battle going on. But
thanks for watching 4,000 and counting clips. If you want to hear the rest of the episode, you can head over to Apple or Spotify now. Do that right now. While you're there, don't forget to leave a 5-star review if you enjoyed the content. While we got you on our YouTube, make sure you subscribe, and there's going to be plenty more videos coming soon.